Drama in real estate. Say it's not so. Hi everybody, Larry Frawley here. Listen, I'm a broker in 3 states. I've been in the real estate industry for more than 21 years now. I'm a Lover You coach. I'm also a property manager where we manage about 75 properties for our investor. And I'm also in a little bit of real estate sales and including RV parks. So just to give you a little bit of a history. So I've been and just have now reopened my own smaller brokerage. I did this once before back in the Carolinas. I've run offices with 100 agents to 125 agents or so, and then I've run offices as large as over 700 agents. Let me tell you, the one common thing they all have, there's drama. And there's drama unless you can put the principles in place to avoid it. So today, we're going to talk about the 7 ways to avoid drama in a real estate brokerage. If you've watched the news at all, you know with the whole NAR settlement that's out there, that's the first kind of piece of drama. And I say it in the way that there's been many that claim to be so-called experts out there all giving their opinions on this. And here's what I'm going to say. In my 21 years, there's only a handful of people that I'm really going to listen to about this. And there's going to be changes, right? And it's going to be okay. You will see. We're going to be fine as we go through this. They put rumors and gossip out there and drama out there to sell you something else or to sell a consumer, get them to watch news, right? So keep that in mind. By the way, so if you like my channel, go ahead and subscribe to it. We're going to do some more things. We're going to do some things around developing your own brokerage, kind of like we are today, and some of the things and pitfalls to look out for. I'm going to talk a little bit about coaching and what coaching looks like. And I'm also going to talk about property management, and I'm going to talk about RV park sales. That's one of the big things that I get to do. Once again, today is the 7 ways to avoid drama in your real estate brokerage. So way number 1 is be selective in who you hire. Don't just hire every real estate agent that you meet. They may not be a fit, and we're going to talk about culture, right? By the way, to have you better have your culture lined up, what you want. I'll never forget, I was interviewing this agent, and by the way, I say it this way, I'm 66 years old, and if you could have told me 21 years ago that people would be using this platform like social media to sell real estate, I would have said, you're out of your mind, right? And yet I was very wrong about that, of course. So I, like a lot of you, I'll go look at somebody's social media. So I was meeting with this young gentleman, and I went and looked at his social media post. And his Facebook said his job description, and I'll say it in the nice way, he was the poop dog, right? I won't even throw any bad words in there. So you can take what it was that he said his job was. I, of course, is when he came in to interview, and I was talking to him, and I said, hey, you like social media? He's like, yeah, I love social media. And I was like, great. I said, I know, because I saw your job description was blank and blank. And his face turned about as red as my shirt. And I said, here's the thing. I am not such a prude, but here's the thing you got to keep in mind is the consumer out there is the one that, because they're also looking at your social media, right? Had I hired somebody like him, which I didn't, right? That's kind of what I'm telling the world that my brokerage is. So be selective in who you hire, right? Is there a record of, do they have a record? There's a lot of things that you're asking. Do you want them part of your culture, part of your brokerage, right? Number 2 is leadership. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it like this. Be careful who you hire and be careful who you don't fire. Because leadership can kill your culture. We'll talk about what that looks like in a little bit. Can kill your culture, can make your culture, or can kill your culture in a real estate brokerage. I once had a great leader tell me, it's all about perception. And I'm just saying from the broker standpoint, real estate agents, they're always watching you. Always. You got to be careful what it is you do, what it is that you say, right? That's a big piece. In leadership, when you're hiring a leader, go real deep. Actually call their references and go deep, go 3 deep on the reference. You've called this reference and you go, hey, who else do you know that might know this person I can talk? Go deep. I had a great leader tell me one time what I do is I take them out to dinner. Right? That's kind of the last piece of the hiring process, taking them out to dinner. Tell them to bring their significant other. Actually get to watch them kind of in a social environment. So that's number 2. Number 3 is, I'm gonna say it carefully, agent attraction. And when I say agent attraction, I don't necessarily mean agents join your company. I'm saying careful agents are getting attracted to each other. It can create drama in the office. It can create rumors in the office. I've been a part of brokerages where so-and-so met so-and-so and they actually got married. That is awesome. It's a great, great love story. I've also been, as you can imagine, part of more that were not that way. That ended with the police coming. That ended with me having to ask usually both agents to leave because it's just not good. It's not good for the drama. It's not good for your culture. So once again, that's number 3, agent attraction. Number 4 is keeping your culture, right? I'll never forget, I got a call on a Sunday and the agent in the office said, hey, so-and-so is up here in the office and she's got her kids and she's been drinking and she is berating her children in front of everybody. Now, I don't know about you, but that's just not part of our culture. I dealt with it very rapidly. And I met with that agent the following day and I said, here's what I was told. And she said, yes. And I said, well, you have until the end of today to look for another brokerage. Now, honestly, she brought in a lot of money. She brought in a lot of business, but the money was not worth the culture that she brought. So once again, keeping the culture, number 4. Number 5 is rumors. You know, when you hear a rumor, you have got to, as the leader, you've got to put a stop to it immediately. I'll never forget this great story from this lady. She's a great leader. And she was in her office and she heard an agent over tell another agent that I'm going to go to the brokerage down the street because our copiers here, our printers here don't work very well. And I hear down the street at, let's just say ABC Realty, that they work really good down there. So I'm gonna go down there. This leader came in and said, well, listen, I gotta kind of nip this in the bud right now. She met with the agent in her office and said, listen, I've got a little bit of time on my hands right now and I've got some boxes over here, so I'm gonna help you pack. And the agent, of course, was shocked and cried. And she said, listen, I can't take rumors and gossip and drama at the water cooler. It really did happen in the water cooler, by the way. At the water cooler in my brokerage. So it's just going to be best that you go where the copiers work a little better. She begged and pleaded, and the leader kept her. And she is still there today, being probably one of the greatest keepers of the culture in the office. So that was number 5. Number 6, social media. So social media is a lot of fun. I tell people I'm 65 years old. And if you could have told me 21 years ago that real estate would involve the social media platforms and people be, I would have been like, yeah, you're but I was wrong, of course, and in a good way, because social media is a lot of fun. Now, I see things sometimes on social media that an agent may post about a deal they're doing. And sometimes they got a little bit too much information in there that may be more of a private information for them and their client. By the way, it's recorded out there now. It's actually out there forever, right? So you got to keep that in mind. I've seen agents go into a house and they're kind of making fun, and I hope that's not you, but kind of making fun of, the decor. I mean, maybe somebody doesn't like my bookshelf, but making fun of the decor, and they post it to social media. And I get it, they do it for fun, like we're doing this for fun. Except, right, that creates, rumors, can create drama. Right? I see agents sometimes going after agents on social media. Go back and look at YouTube, go back and look at Bob Newhart and stop it. He does a whole thing where he's a psychiatrist and a lady says, well, I got this fear of doing this, and he just goes, stop it, right? So stop that. We don't need to do that as an industry. And number 7, and our last one here of the 7 ways to avoid drama in your real estate brokerage. Number 7 is we've got TV out there. I'll never forget, there's a great show, you probably all watched it before, called Selling Sunset. And it's all about real estate agents and real estate agents in a brokerage with sales, with its drama, right? The drama is what's selling sunset, no pun intended there. It's mostly probably made up, my guess would be. Now I've been in real estate offices where, gosh, I've heard agents say things about other agents, sometimes to their face, sometimes while they're standing there, and that's the kind of drama that we just absolutely don't need in a brokerage. So those were the 7 ways to avoid drama in your real estate brokerage. Hopefully you got something out of that today. Subscribe to my channel. We're going to be doing some more around, me now building this small brokerage again. Also property management, coaching real estate agents, and also some sales, including RV park sales. So my name's Larry Frawley, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Thanks.